Welcome back to Universe X, and today we are going to go over our first video in a returning playlist of Archetype breakdowns and what's the word I'm looking for? Application. So today we'll be starting with blue trunks because there's a lot of cards in here, and I know some people have been saying it feels and well it looks overwhelming because I don't think a lot of people have tested it yet, but in this series, just to kind of re-dive into it, I'm going to break down just the bread and butter plays of the deck, talk about some cool little interactions, and just kind of get a skeleton going. Not to say like, oh, this is the best way the deck can be played, but just to show people, you know, a place to start, which cards are kind of stronger in the deck than not. And this is just going to be fun. So I hope you guys enjoy the content, and if you do enjoy, think about hitting that subscribe button, like the video so it helps it with the algorithm, and I just gotta say, like, I am closer than I ever thought I would to reaching the 1,000 subscriber milestone, so any more support definitely is appreciated. Past that, join the Facebook group because it is the largest forum of information our card game has, as well as the Discord for my channel, because we are just a bunch of people that love the card game and we all talk in there. And there's also different channels for different things, different gacha games, different video games, just anime, Gundams even. We have a channel for Gundams because we have a lot of Gundam fans in there. But yeah, just think about doing that. Links in the description as well. So jumping into this, we're going to get right into the deck list. So I'm going to switch over to screen cap so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, I'm in right now untapped. Normally I like to do this in, like Shenron's or something because I'd be able to find the cards, but maybe it's not currently up on Shenron, so I guess they're just trying to update the cards as they come up. But these cards, if they're on like Apex or something, just let me know. Let me know in the comments if you've been building with some of the cards spoiled, because then I'll be able to find kind of a better avenue. But as for now, we're going to go down the list. I'm going to show you kind of the cards that I put in here. So the first thing is the leader, and just to briefly go over this again, he's a field card leader. He's going to put the foreboding music box from the deck to the field, and then when this card attacks, you draw a card, and when you're at 4 or less life, you may draw a card, switch one of your energy to active mode, and flip this card over. His backside has a whole lot of text on it. A lot of it is kind of not a factor, so to speak, but we're going to look at it anyway. If I can spell heroes right. I'm recording this video heroes suck. Pretty late for me. But his back end is if it's when this card attacks, draw one card. If it's your opponent's turn, when one of your blue unison cards specify cost of 3 or less, or 3 or more, is removed from your unison area, you may add 1 Tapion sword from your drop area to your hand. If you do, choose 1 card in your hand and discard it. Activate main once per turn. Spirit boost 1. This card gains 5,000 power for the turn. If you have a blue unison with a specified cost of 3 or more in play, this card gains double strike. So we're gonna actually show how to put a lot of pressure on with this leader. Then the next couple cards, I'm just gonna go down the list. We have Gray Sandman, Call of a Hero. He is just auto when this card is played. Look at the top 5 cards from your deck, add up to 1 blue sand or earthling card with energy cost of 3, or 1 blue unison with a specified cost of 3 amongst them to your hand, shelf your deck. This guy's important because this guy will search for your Tapions. This guy can also search for Prospect. And so that's actually 2 really good cards this card will pick up. So I like that a lot. And then we have got the Son Goku Fusion Synergy. He's just a 1-drop self-awakening swinger, and he's gonna add critical. Now this may seem like a really weird inclusion, but there's a reason for this, and I'm gonna get into that soon enough. But we're gonna go down to the super combo, which is Vegeta, Disciplined Warrior. You guys should already know he's the tuck 1, draw 2 super combo. You've got Trunks, Heroic Prospect, currently at 3. You guys should also know what this guy does. He will counter an attack. He can be played for 1 if you have a unison with 2, or a blue unison in play. And then last but not least, when he's played, your opponent cannot swing with a card that has a higher cost than they have total energy unless they bottom deck 2 cards. Very strong. Next we have Trunks Calamity Challenger. This is why I have 4 1-drops, or 8 1-drops, because this guy is saying that when he's played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and return it to its owner's hand. Now activate main. Blue, choose 1 blue non-unique sand or earthling. Those are both of those. One of those is a sand and earthling, one of those is a sand. with an energy cost of 4 or less from your battle area and place it at the bottom of the owner's deck. Play this card from your hand, add up to 1 mono blue card with Tapion and its card name from your deck to your hand. There are 2 targets for that in this deck list, and that is going to allow you to go into Tapion. Make sure you always have your Unison. You always want to see this card in one of the 1-drops in your hand opening up. So then after that, you have got Son Goku, Calamity Challenger. Now these 2 cards are probably the most important cards in the deck, bar none, other than the Unison. But Son Goku, Calamity Challenger. Deflect, blocker, activate main blue. If your leader card is a blue sand card and you have 3 or more energy, you play this card from your hand, draw 1. Wonderful, and because it doesn't have to be an Earthling card, you can use this in cards like, or decks like Soul Striker, so don't forget that. But activate main, actually, it's that next effect. You can definitely make a deflect blocker for 1 in Soul Striker, but you can't use its full effect, and that kind of sucks. But limit 1, Spirit Boost 1 for 2 blue. If your leader card is a blue Trunks Youth card, play up to 1 mono blue Son Goku card with an energy cost of 6 from your deck or drop area on top of this card. Negate that card's keyword skills for the game, and then shuffle it. Shuffle your deck if you look through it. Now, this guy, keyword skills are things like deflect, blocker. You can't use those. However, there's going to be a target in this deck later that's going to be able to still use this auto to great effect. So next, we got Tapion, Calamity Challenger. This is one of the best cards in the deck. It doesn't have unique, and that may have been a mistake, but I love this card. Double Strike, EX Evolve for 2 blue on a blue Tapion card with energy cost of 2 or less. Don't really worry about that. But auto, when this card is played, draw 1 card. Now his main ability, activate main, limit 1, Spirit Boost 1 for 1 blue. Blue Unison card with 15 power or more, if you have it. You have 3 or more energy. Play this card from your hand. So this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I definitely like that. So he's going to be able to be played very, very easily. Now I have 3 SS Trunks God Sealing Techniques. Easy. He's just a counter play, bounces things. I've got 3 Dragon Fist Gokus. You can hardcast this if you get high enough, but I don't think the game's gonna go that far. But you can cheat him out for those 2 energy using a Calamity Challenger Goku. And while he loses Barrier, he loses Double Strike, he's going to be able to keep his auto of untapping 2 energy and bouncing a battle card your opponent has to the owner's hand, ignoring Barrier. So this is actually really, really good. Now this is just kind of a random tech. There's definitely things that can go in there, but I definitely have 2 Ultra Instinct signed Son Gokus because you're going to be able to put a person's entire field back in the graveyard. Now he doesn't have deflect, but chances are if Dragon Fist walked, this guy's gonna walk. So you can swing and untap 2 and then EX Evolve into Son Goku and bounce the rest of the stuff back. Or you can swing and untap 2 and leave him on the board, then next turn open up with EX Evolve and to bounce everything back and then attempting to swing for game. So this guy is just kind of a tech for now. You've got Baby Hatchiac, Sand Destroyer. Enough said, self-explanatory, only card in the game that can say, hey, I'm not dying. You've got the 1 field card. Now, the field card, once per turn, you're going to self-awaken. You can look at the top 3 cards of your deck, find 1 blue Unison card, specific cost of 3 amongst them, add them to your hand, and if you do so, you're going to take a card in your hand, place it at the bottom of your deck. That's not really what it's used for. It's just the self-awakening part for the most part from what I feel like. Activate main. 2 blue. If your opponent has 2 or more energy, you can place this card in the owner's drop area, choose up to 1 Tapion, Hero Revive in your hand, play it with 2 markers on it in rest mode. This kind of means you can't use its +2 because you have to change it to rest mode to do that. So I wouldn't advise using this, but if you're going second and you really want to keep up, you can use this in a pinch. Then you've got Tapion, Hero Revived. We've already gone over this. Auto once per turn when it's your turn. When you remove a spirit marker, marker from this card with Spirit Boost, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost greater than or equal to their energy, return to its owner's hand. It's +2. You may switch this card to rest mode. If you do, draw a card. And then so you can use its +2. You just won't draw a card if it comes in the rest mode. So that's good. It's +0 up to 1 of your mono blue leader cards gains +10,000 power for the turn. Then we've got 4 Senzu Bean. See if that still stays on after the ban list. 4 Dimension Magic, and 3 Tapion Sword. And Tapion Sword says if you have a blue Unison with a specified cost of 3 in play, you can activate this card's Activate Battle skill from your hand without paying its cost. Activate Battle, limit 1, and that's Spirit Boost 1. If your leader card is a mono blue Trunks Youth card, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your leader cards or Unison cards, it gains +10,000 power for the battle. So that's the entire thing of the deck. We're going to jump directly into the game so you guys can see this synergy, and we'll move from there. Okay, So we are now here. This is just going to be some comboing to show you guys kind of how the deck works. The first thing that's going to happen is when we put that leader down, we need to find our foreboding music box and play it, okay? Then after that, we're going to shuffle up the deck. And what you're looking for is the 1-drop Self-Awakening Sun Goku. You can use the 1-drop Sandman, but the 1-drop Self-Awakening Goku is much better. And you're going to be looking for the Trunks card that searches. So if you don't get those cards, you might as well put some stuff back. As you can see, I was able to get a fair amount of cards, but we're going to put everything but the 1-drop Goku back, or Gohan. And then we're going to shuffle and we're going to draw again. We got a Tapion Unison, we got a Dragon Fist, we got the Trunks, and we've got Sensu Bean. Okay, so this hand isn't the best hand, but it's actually still fairly good. I'm not sure if we want to charge the Unison. Kind of want to be able to play it, and this is going to be able to search out a couple other things. So I think this will actually be fine. We need to put our life up, and then we are going to just kind of see exactly what we're getting into. Haven't done this in a while, but it feels kind of good just to be brainstorming and looking at stuff. So we're going to roll the D20. I got a 10. Opponent gets a 14, so we go in a second. Okay, so cool. My first turn, I draw Sensu Bean. I'm going to put. We have 3 Dragon Fists, so they should know if we're playing this deck, we're playing Dragon Fist. So we're gonna play that. After playing that, I'm going to use Hoi's Music Box. That's not the name for it, but that's the name for it here. We're gonna draw into D Magic. I'm going to swing with my leader for that, and I'm gonna draw a card. And then right here, we can afford to put out Grace Ant-Man Call of a Hero, and we are going to look at the top 5 cards of our deck. See what we got. Peeping in the top 5, I do see an Earthling. Let's see, 1 blue, energy cost of 3. So right now we actually can't pick up anything. We missed all the 3 drops, and that is what it is. So I believe it just shuffles, right? Yeah, it just shuffles. So we're gonna shuffle that, and it's me the end of that turn. I'm not gonna swing with anything. So my next turn though, my opponent will swing on my leader, like just how leaders work. So we're gonna get a card to hand, putting us at 6 life. Now this is a little slow because we didn't get the Goku. Maybe that's a thing that we change up. Maybe we start playing multiple Self-Awakeners, but we will see. My next turn, we're going to draw into a super combo. Looking at this, we got 3 of these Trunkses, so obviously put the random card down. We are going to activate the music box again. Perfect. This is actually going to be a very, very, very strong kind of weird play. Not even weird, but I like it. We're gonna do this, and after doing this, we are going to play this man. As you can see, we're at 5 life. So I'm going to swing with this Goku, and this is why the interaction is so important. I'll swing with the Goku, and this Goku is going to take a life to hand. Very, very nice card indeed as well. And after that Goku takes life to hand, I think what we're gonna do here is Sensu up. So he's gonna be a 20k crit, and that's going to be able to go into there. After Sensuing up, what we can do, since I went second, they have 2 energy right now. So we could go into the Unison if we so chose. I think that actually may be the play. We can play this and play the Tapion from hand. We can't draw a card, and it's in rest mode, but we can still +2. That's the important part. So we are going to put 2 counters on him, and we're currently tapped out, right? So the next step that I can do is awaken my leader, going to all face. We're going to untap 1 energy. We're going to draw a card, and this is where we start getting just a little silly. I think this is where we start getting a little silly. Place the bottom down on his deck. Yeah, we can activate. We can actually no. See, this is using Sensu Bean offensively, but we can swing with our leader, right? We can draw, and then we can activate Sensu Bean to tap this, and then untap and untap. After doing this, we can then tap 1 of our energy to put this back to the bottom of the deck, and then we play this Trunks. And when we play this Trunks, we can choose one of our opponent's battle cards if they have anything worth putting out, and then we search a Tapion. We don't have the 4-drop Tapion, so we're just going to go into the deck and check. Baby Hatch is still in there. We still have 3 D-Magics. You have a fair amount of gas in here. 2 super combos. Okay, 1 Tapion's in life. So we will take this Tapion to the hand, shuffle the deck, and we could play the Tapion, but I want to have the energy open to D-Magic. Now, oh, we can't play the Tapion, actually. We need 3 more energy. So we chill here. This guy should be +2, and we swing for 20k. So this turn we were able to swing for 20k crit, 20k on the leader, and then a 20k. That's 3 20k swings on turn 2, which is pretty neat. I think that's pretty neat. So, as you can see, we have D-Magic, we have, we have super combos. We have a lot of ways to defend ourselves. But the next part is what's actually pretty fun, because next turn we'll be able to draw, right? Instantaneously charge this guy with no questions. After charging this man, we are going to be able to do just a plethora of things, we can first see our options when it comes to draws by +2ing, and then turn this guy sideways. That's going to allow us to draw. What do I want to do here? We have 3 energy, and so many of our plays are live. Right here, we can swing with leader to see what we get. Draw a card. Ultra Instinct Son Goku. We're gonna play this to play this guy. Leader card is blue sand card, 3 or more energy. Play this card from your hand, draw 1 card, so that's another cantrip. See what we draw into. God Sealing, very nice. After we draw into a God Sealing, we can activate his Spirit Boost effect, taking 1 spirit, 1 marker, and then we're gonna play Dragon Fist. Now I think, let's see, actually, I'm so sorry. It says from hand, or from deck or drop area on top of this card. Okay, so that is a little weird. If we don't have the Dragon Fist on here, we might have oopsied, but yeah, we kind of saw that coming, so we looked in the deck. I'm sorry, like I said, it's a little late. So we're gonna shuffle the deck and play Dragon Fist. He doesn't have double strike, but he'll be able to swing for 25 and untap our energy to 2. And then we can swing with this guy. You could swing with him first for sequencing, but I feel like untapping is very, very important. I want to give them another card to potentially mess with stuff. So after we swing on that, we still have more plays, because we can play 1 blue, take another counter off of him to play Tapion. Tapion will also cantrip us a card. Prospect, wonderful. And then Tapion will be able to swing for 20k. 25 or 20k double strike. So as you can see, the pressure is now building, and now we still have, like, if we didn't use D-Magic last turn, we have it. If we didn't use both super combos, we have it. We also have Prospect and God Sealing. You can see how the hand's building, and it's not really gonna like stop building. Like, look at this. Next turn, you draw, and let's say we just take all these out of the equation, right? Let's say we God Sealing. Let's say we prospected. Let's say we did this. Let's say we use this super combo. Even this turn, I am able to do things like charge, right? I can charge. I can put this guy at the bottom of my deck, because this guy doesn't have unique. I can put this guy at the bottom of my deck to play this guy, okay? With 1 energy. You bounce a card back to your hand. At this point, I have a swing here. I have a draw, okay? Oh, sorry, and let me put that back in my deck, because playing this dude allowed me to search a Tapion. So, and these Tapions don't have unique, because why not? So I can get this Tapion, right? And after getting that Tapion, I can swing with my leader. I can draw a card. Cool. After drawing a card, I can actually just Spirit Boost, taking a marker off, playing this Tapion, drawing a card. Cool. That's a D-Magic. I can +2, tap, draw a card, another Tapion. After doing this, I can swing with Goku, untap, untap. After doing that, I can play this guy, draw a card. After doing that, I can tap 2. And actually, you know what? To do this is the one part I almost messed up on. I could swing here, tap this, and then make him a 30k double strike. Once that's in the graveyard, tap 2, take off a counter to play this guy again. Swing again, untap 2. So this is a little bit of a long part of the video, but you can see here how that works. I'm going to end up just hitting you guys with a quicker round real quick because that was very long, but it pretty much showed you everything I intended the deck to do. All right, so we're gonna play this real quick. See if we can get in their hand. I got a 3. You know what? I'm just gonna say I'm going first because it's just better to say going first for scoring seconds since we already saw one or the other. So shuffling. Actually, I don't need to shuffle. I need to get the field card first. So we're gonna put out the field card and shuffle. As per usual, we're looking for certain cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wow, this is actually a very, very nice hand. And we'd be going first this go, right? Yeah, this is actually a very, very, very nice hand, I think. I think we put back this, and that might actually be the only thing we put back. I think we just from there draw and hope it's a throwaway. It's Sensu, which isn't quite a throwaway, but it is what it is. So we're gonna put all this stuff in life, right? It's actually a really, really good hand, easy peasy. Open shut. So we're gonna play this guy. After playing that man, we are just going to use the music box to take a card from life. We'll tap this and we'll play the Goku. I know against certain decks you may not want to do that. It really depends on what you're playing. But if you can play the Goku safely, you play the Goku safely. Your opponent can then swing on you. And they have to do that to get the draw, but knowing that this will make you awaken. Draw, if we don't have a dead card, yeah. So we don't have a dead card. So I think we just play Ultra Instinct Goku. I think that's just the move right here, right? So we do that. And that's how you know it's a throwaway. We're going to take another card from life to hand. That Goku, Nito. We're going to swing with this Goku, take another card from life to hand. Cool. After doing that, we are at 4. So what we can now do is tap this and play... Yeah, we can tap this and play Trunks. And Trunks is going to bottom deck this. And after bottom decking this, we are going to literally look for the Tapion Unison. There's 2 in low. Wow, we have a lot in hand. I'm sorry, I don't know how I didn't see that. So we're going to bring the 4-drop Tapion to hand. We have Baby Hatch in life too, so hopefully find them. So after taking 4-drop to that, we are going to swing. It doesn't really matter the way we spread our damage. So I'm going to swing here. And after swinging here, I'm going to Sensu. No, you can put the Sensu on either one. It really depends on the game. But we're going to do that to go up to 2, right? And then after going up to 2, we can then pay 2 to tap these 2, play the Tapion Unison at 2 markers, right? After playing the Tapion Unison at 2 markers, we are going to... Yeah, after playing the Tapion at 2 markers, we are going to then plus, in rest mode, we're going to plus 2 it again. So use that 4. This is going to allow us to flip here. We are going to draw 1 and untap 1. So that's our prospect for the turn. That's actually wonderful. And then we can swing with this guy. So this is actually a pretty good position. If they try to flood the board in any way we don't like, we literally have prospect in order to deal with it. And then the next turn, we are sitting very, very pretty. Drawing Baby Hatch because all we do is win, DJ Khaled style. We are going to play this Goku. After playing this Goku, we pretty much have all of our options completely open to us. This is where you want to be with this deck completely. Because you can play this guy because we have the correct teams and stuff. Draw 1, right? You can turn this guy sideways and plus him to draw a second card, right? you can hit this and go into Goku, which is wonderful. Goku can then swing. I mean, at any point you could swing with Trunks as well. Just throw that in wherever you want to, but you're going to be able to untap too. That is wonderful right there. Hand's a little low right now, but we will work on that. You can, and we take one. You could Spirit Boost with Trunks to make him a double strike. Swing for a 20k double strike. Draw a card. Cool. Pay 1. We are going to plop this guy on the board. Taking another thing from Spirit Boost. We're also going to draw 1. Now we've got another double striking 20k. At the same time, in your hand, you have God Sealing, Prospect, Sensu, Baby Hatch. You see what I'm saying? So, this is what the deck does. You can see how that kind of comes together, hopefully. And if you have any comments, please leave them in the comments. Questions too. That sounded weird. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was insightful to how some of this archetype can work. I think it's actually very, very, very fun. And this deck is actually more fun than I gave it credit for. And these are the type of boards it can put up. So, yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed the deck. And yeah, I don't know. This I think there's a lot more to this deck than what people are giving it credit for. So hopefully we kind of see how these work. I mean, at the very minimum, all 3 SRs in this deck are actually flames. And even when a lot of people thought this was kind of underwhelming, there's a lot you can do with this card. I mean, this is turn 3, and there's a double strike leader, a 15k, a 20k, a 25k, and a double strike 20k. Again, so 20k, 20k, and look at the defense in this hand. The blue package is still strong. So, hey, there we go. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like the content. If you do, like I said before, think about hitting that like button, think about hitting that subscribe button, and we will see what other archetypes come into play as we get further and further into Cross Spirit spoilers. Thanks. You guys have a great day.